morning, students. This is the final lecture on Unit 2 using similes, metaphors and alliterations. Now students, after correcting your work or during correcting your work, I have realized that you still have problems with similes and metaphors. Let us check and let us understand again. Now in this exercise on page 13, the first sentence was, he flew down the road. Now why I said we will check this collectively, because we need to understand that in metaphor, we directly say that the thing or the person is the thing to whom or which we are comparing. Directly that. Alright? How? He flew. He cannot fly, but he flew. Why? Because he does not have wings. Alright? So we are directly saying that the person flied. Alright? But we are not comparing to something else or someone else. Alright? So he flew, and flew is the metaphor. Okay? My sister has flaming. Now we know what a flame looks like. If you see the flame, it has got different colors. So the hair cannot be flaming. Alright? Yes? So that is why flaming is metaphor. The baby is the apple of my brother's eye. The baby cannot be the apple. The baby cannot be the brother's eye. That is why this is a metaphor. Now as Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage. Many of you have underlined all the world. The world is what the world looks like, but the world cannot be the stage. And it is said that the world is a stage. Is. Alright? So here also if you see, the baby is. Here also the sister has. He flew. Alright? And that is why we are comparing directly. We are saying that the world is a stage. The world can never be the stage. And that is why it is a metaphor. Now education is the escape hatch for many poor people. Education can never look like this. It can never be the emergency exit. And hence we use, or we call it the metaphor. Alright? But as soon as you begin using like or as, then we say that it is a simile. Alright? Now, in this if you see, these are also metaphors. Now, my dad is very romantic and always tells my mum that she is. Now see this, it is not like or as, it is. She is the light of his life. The mother is not a bulb, the mother is not a candle, but we say that mother is the light of his life. That is why this is the metaphor. Alright? I was so pleased to see them that I jumped for joy. Nobody jumps for joy except for small children sometimes when they are excited, and that is why we say jump for joy. Mrs. Brown said my little sister was a cheeky monkey. Yes, children can't be monkeys, but because they are saying that she was a cheeky monkey, directly it is a metaphor. Okay? Now the parks of London are very important because, as William Pitt said, they are the lungs of London. Directly the parks are being called lungs. Alright? I hate going to the shops during the sales. They are a real battleground. That means you cannot say that going to shop or the place where we are going is directly a battleground. But here in this sentence we say that during sales that place becomes like a, not like a, directly a battleground with people fighting. When you go to the market, can you see people fighting or punching at each other? No. But here, because we say people fighting. That is why fighting is what? The metaphor. Alright? Now please remember, in metaphors we do not use as and we do not use like. Please remember, we use them only in similes. Yes? Now meanings. The light of his life means that she is the most beautiful person, or you can also say that she is just as important as light. That means just like light, she is important. Now remember, we are giving the meaning, that is why we have written like. But in metaphors, we do not say as or like. Jumped for joy, it means absolutely delighted, extremely happy, ecstatically happy, overjoyed, thrilled, excited. These are all the words that we could use for jumped for joy. And we could also use phrases like be on cloud 9. That means very, very happy. Over the moon, extremely happy. For things that we did not expect to happen but happened, then you say be on cloud 9 or over the moon. Cheeky monkey, it means a person who is naughty, mischievous and misbehaves. Alright, usually it is used slightly in the negative sense. Alright, a person who is disturbing, misbehaving, then for that person we use cheeky monkey. Lungs of London, it means trees provide fresh air, just as, or clean air, just as trees take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, or you can say just as the lungs in the process of respiration, they keep the body ventilated, in the same way the tree is keeping the air ventilated. Alright, therefore the park is referred to the lungs of London. Number 4, battleground. It is a place where people are aggressive. Now in this particular condition or situation, that is in the market or during sales, people are fighting, arguing. Please remember, not physically, but they are involved in a verbal battle, not a physical battle. So this is what it refers to. And battleground is where people are arguing, shouting at each other. And why are they fighting? Now fighting here is not with blows or punches. It means verbal fighting, arguments. They are noisy, yelling. Alright? Why? Because they are bargaining. Why are they bargaining? They are trying to reduce the price, to get it at a good price, and sometimes there can be a little bit of pushing and shoving. Not shoving, shoving. What is shoving? A gentle push or a little push. Alright? Now, these were the meanings. Now, in exercise 7, we had to complete the sentences using with letters in bold print. If we remember, this is alliteration, that is repetition. So in this sentence we have, the book was heavy and hard, H, that is repetition. Alright, Peter was a polite and pleasant person. Now if we see that Peter is really a polite and a pleasant person, that means a good person. Now, we can also use for this that Peter was a pessimistic person. Now, what is pessimistic? It is opposite of optimistic. Optimistic always being positive in life, but here because it is polite, we can say he is polite, pleasant, but a pessimistic person. Alright? Or you can say he is what? Peter was a pale, patient, punctual, presentable, private and proactive person. See, so many words are there with P, so you could write so many words that begin with P. Pale, who loses color. When you are scared, you are frightened, you lose color, then you say pale. Patient, we all know, it is not the patient in the hospital, it relates to patience. Yes, being patient, having patience. Punctual. Yes, we all know what is punctuality. Presentable, a person who dresses up well and is presentable or looks good all the time. Private, here it means the person is an introvert, doesn't like to talk too much, doesn't like to go out, keeps to himself. That person is a private person. You can also say proactive, means active, likes to go in and do something, take action. So these are all qualities. Yes. So this is what we can like sort of for describing with P. These are some words that I have collected. Now, in the same way, the small white clouds. Yes, they could sail or they sailed slowly, silently. Yes, silently. Why? Without making any noise. Okay, so sailed slowly, silently across the sky. The other words you could use are the small white clouds sailed slowly, silently, suspiciously. Yes, and for calm we use serenity, sluggishly. What is sluggishly? Lazily, or we could also use spiritedly. Yes. Now, spiritedly means very fast, a very fast action. Yes. So, any of these words you could use, but please remember, don't use this because this means in a very, in an active way. Yes. A movement which is active. So, you cannot use it for sluggish and slowish. Yes. Please remember. Alright. And even suspiciously. Any person who moves suspiciously would be walking very slowly. Alright. So you cannot use the negative words here until and unless you use but. As soon as you use but, then the next quality becomes the opposite or a negative. If we are talking about two things which are positive and negative. So please remember that. Number 4. He looked dangerous, determined and deadly. Now see, 3 words starting with D, but you can also say he looks dishonest, yes, disgusting, dastardly. Now dastardly means cowardly in an evil way, alright, and desperate. So these are all the words that you could use with D. Now I know in your books you have been asked to use 1 or 2 words, but you can always go beyond in class. In an exam, of course, you need to follow the instructions thoroughly. But in class, if you remember anything better, you could always put it in brackets and write it like this. Alright? So, I can help you. If I know that something is wrong, then I can check you. And if I remember some more words, then I can expand your knowledge or give you more words. Alright? Now, number 5. It was a dull day. Yes, and what is this word? Dreary. See again, dreary. Yes, so it was a dull day, a dreary day, a damp day and a desperate day. Alright, now what is the meaning of dreary? Dreary means monotonous, same, routine, mundane, not very enjoyable. Alright, so it was a dull day, it was a monotonous day and it could be a desperate day, just like you feel like going out, you cannot stay indoors, just the same feeling as you have now because of the lockdown. Alright, so you can also say difficult day, disappointing day, it was a very dangerous day, depressing day, disturbing day. So you see how many words that we can get. So alliteration is actually not difficult. All you need to do is you can look for synonyms, you can look for related words and you can expand your sentences in this way. Alright. Now, your biggest problem is the difference between metaphoric language and similes. Now, like I told you last time, in metaphor you say that the person is exactly the thing what you are comparing that person to, okay? So you say she is a sleepy bear. Nobody can be a sleepy bear. Yes, human beings cannot suddenly become animals, but it's a direct comparison, but we do not say like or as. As soon as we use the words like or as dash as, it becomes a simile. Alright, so in metaphor we do not use as, we do not use like. That is the only difference. So you can say that the same sentences can be written as similes. Alright, now see, her hair is a soft cloud. The hair cannot become soft cloud. Metaphor. But the same sentence, as soon as we say like, it becomes a simile. Her hair is like a soft cloud, or her hair is as soft as a cloud. It becomes a simile. So go through these sentences again and you will understand. Now see here, he is a sick dog. Yes, he cannot be a dog. Yes, but as soon as you say he is as sick as a dog, simile. He is a sick dog, metaphor. Alright, now her eyelashes are a fluttering butterfly. Your eyelashes can never become butterflies that are fluttering. But we say her eyelashes are like a fluttering butterfly. Is it okay? I am sure you have understood these sentences. Read them again. Try to find out the differences in this worksheet. This is what I meant when I told you, go through the previous lecture and see the differences between metaphoric language and similes. Alright? Now, this is exercise A, page 16 and 17, where we had problems. Many students got it right. Yes, and many of you got them wrong. Let us see this. Simile, what was simile? See in the previous one, like or as hard as. When you are doing this exercise, keep this page open in front of you or the slide open in front of you and then do it. And then compare your sentences whether they look like this or not. Alright? Now, the water glistened like diamonds. So what is like? Simile. Metaphor, the water roared and groaned as it hit the rocks. There is no like and there is no as. So it is what? Metaphors have been used here. Alright? Now, see this picture, a simile. I have given you many similes and many metaphors. Some of the children, I have taken some sentences what children have also written and returned. Alright? Now, see simile. The baby is as happy as a clam. Okay? Now, as soon as you say, see, as simile, like simile, as cute as simile. Alright? Now, the same sentences, if you write in metaphors, how will you write them? The baby is a happy clam. No as, no like. So the baby is directly a happy clam in his mother's arms. Yes, we have done this before. The baby is like a happy clam. See again. Like. Both these sentences are similes. As and like. But here the baby is a happy clam in the mother's arms. Alright, see the next one. Her eyes are like two oceans. Alright. Her eyes are two oceans. Not like, not as. Okay. The other sentence that one of the students has written is a very good one. The baby is the light of his mother's life. Yes. Just in the last exercise we had done, my dad thinks that my mother is the light of his life. Correct? So the same thing has been applied here. Very good. Alright, the baby is the light of his mother's life. Now see the same thing again. There's another student has given the baby is as cute as a cub. As, like, as, simile. And in metaphor, what does it become? The baby is a cute cub. The baby cannot become the cub. So is a cute cub. And another sentence, the affection between the mother and child is an unbreakable bond. What is bond? Bond is a tie which is imaginary, you cannot see it, alright. That is why you call it the bond, and directly it has been compared to a bond. Yes, now see these sentences. I am sure it cannot become more clear. It cannot be clearer than this. I have given you both ways in which you can write the sentences, the same things. Alright, now let us see the next slide. Simile, the boy wants to be as tall as. The boy is as short as a dwarf when compared to the tree. The coconut tree is as tall as the electric pole. The tree looks like a giant. Metaphor, the boy wants to be a tall tree. He can never become a tall tree in his lifetime. The boy is a dwarf, alright, when compared. Yes, the opposite of giant is dwarf, and the tree is a giant. Alright, now see these pictures and do them again. Now the last exercise, Ben Big was a big bite. Sorry, Big Ben bit a big bite of a big banana. Alright, see big BB. Silly Sally saw a shining seashell on the shimmering sandy seashore. Yes, I have just expanded and written some more words and added to your work. Yes, and Shreya gave a very good one. 6 strange scary skeletons, and I have added 6 strange scary skeletons skating strangely. Tiny Tim took 3 tricky toys trying to topsy-turvy the tow truck. Alright, upside down. What is topsy-turvy? Upside down. Little Lee likes licking little lemon in the little lawn. See the illustrations? Peter the policeman played the piano publicly to please people. Alright, I have added to your work and your homework. Check your work, similes and metaphors. Write a narrative story on beach picnic in about 100 to 150 words, on which you had to do the spidergram. Yes, now please complete writing. Thank you.